Hi everybody, welcome to our latest video, and in this one we're gonna have a look at WI408. I'm really quite excited about this issue because this issue, Wargames Illustrated 408, comes with miniatures or sample of a sprue to play the epic rule set that's coming out of Wargames. So the copy I've got comes with the British Heavy Cavalry. Now I was actually thinking of getting a French army because personally, if you're playing the French army in any Napoleonic game, you probably play a lot of games. But yeah, I wouldn't mind giving these a chance, painting them. I actually have a 15mm Napoleonic army force, and I'm really looking forward to give this rule set a go. So what's gonna happen is, in this video you're gonna have a look at me trying to complete the sprue and what I need to do to get the sprue done, and then at the end of the video I will showcase it for you. So that's basically it. Today we're looking at WI issue 408. Oh, by the way, if you're wondering what's inside the issue, the link to the magazine review done by the guys at Wargames Illustrated is in the description. So let's get to it. So here we have a look at the Scots Grey, which is, well, it's heavy cavalry, so you got some Scots Grey here or some Union cavalry. Looking across, we've got some heavy dragoons. Yeah. The detail is actually really good, and I'm actually quite impressed with how it came out. Right in the middle of the sprue, you've got some household cavalry. Yeah, so again, I was quite impressed. All in all, basically the sampler sprue gets you 3 different kinds of cavalry, or 3 different variations of heavy cavalry. Oh, they also give you a cannon. I want to say it's a 6-pounder, maybe a 6-pounder cannon. So that's the the red plastic sprue. Looks really good as a sampler. Really good. And over here we've got the basings, or the base. I like the fact that it's a slaughter base, so basically the figures come as slots, so you can actually slot them in, glue them in, or blue tack them in. Over here we see me using the Asian bowl to wash down figures, a little bit of dishwashing liquid, and a toothbrush just to clean off the, I'm not so sure how much residue oil there was in the casting process, but no harm to be a bit more careful with what with the figures. I just assembled them really quick. So you've got your cannon, you've got your one base of like dragoons, household cavalry, and your Scots Grey. With, again, the thing with this sprue is there are actually 4 Scots Greys and 1 extra dragoon. So what I did was I added a dragoon to the Scots Grey. I'm not so sure whether it was a mistake in the casting process or what, but well, I would have expected 5, but I'm not so sure how they would have done it. It's just a shame though, because I really expected 1 full base of Scots Greys. And here it is. I spent like a couple of days painting this. Well, altogether it took me about 4 or 5 hours. After I'd done my errands or my daily chores, I sit down and give the figures a coat of paint. With a nice base coat or smooth base coat, the paint holds quite nicely. Some parts of the figure I actually had to, how do I put this nicely, had to imagine how to paint it because the sculpts weren't so great. Now, don't get me wrong, the detail that they got onto the plastic bases is incredible, but there are some parts where I actually had to guess where it would go. I like the fact that the belt sash is actually sculpted in, but I didn't have the time or the patience to actually paint it in. All in all, each each figure, especially for this sampler sprue, it was just nice. It was just nice as a sampler. But again, like I said earlier, the whole issue with having only 4 Scots Grey and 1 extra Heavy Dragoon, that was kind of bizarre. Right, so that was pretty much it. I want to say I was actually quite impressed with the miniature, the base, the painting. I think because I've painted some 15mm, I've tried some 6mm painting, so I can pretty much say that it's not really that difficult actually. All you got to make sure you do is to keep things neat. With everything. That's the scale. You keep things neat. Having said that, I'm kind of looking forward to actually build my own French army, and when that happens, I'll probably do a video for it. So that's pretty much it. Hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.